And welcome back, it's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the Let's Party collection from Close to My Heart. I bought the Scrapbooking workshop when I purchased the collection. And did a couple of layouts or did a couple of the projects from it, but then decided to kind of steer on my own and kind of create a layout using what I had left. And so I am going to use it's going to end up being a 3x3 photo because I am using the brand new photo frame, thin cut that is in the current catalog, and decided to add that as a border around my photo. So I did end up cutting myself out of the photo, but it was only half of my face anyways, and I thought the three boys kind of cuddling there was better anyways. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm actually using the postage frame thin cut as well, kind of as a base for maybe an embellishment. So you can see I added the green postage frame underneath my strips of paper down there, and kind of playing around with how or where I'm going to embellish. But I wanted to kind of show a different way of how to use those, besides kind of just a frame for photos, or I don't know, you could use them for titles, that kind of thing. And this one I just wanted to kind of use as a creative base, I guess, for my embellishment cluster. So I am using a bunch of the zip strips that I cut off of the pattern papers, and then I have the blue paper there. I believe are just scraps from another layout. So I just kind of used up what I had, and so I didn't have to dig in, I guess, to a full 12x12 piece of paper. I will, because you will see that I am going to border this layout, but I have found it easier that if I know my pieces are going to come to the edge of my white cardstock, I have found it easier to create just with that white cardstock first and then add the border later, because I can flip that over, trim it, so I know that, the edges all line up. Sometimes I end up thinking that I cut it the right length, and then it's a little bit short, and I don't know, that bugs me. And so I have found this way that if I, like I said, use just the white cardstock first, then I can trim it, no problem. So I did dig into that fun kind of pixelated paper for the border, and I believe I cut it too small. I think my white cardstock I cut smaller than I usually do, if I remember correctly. Oh, you could see the line I started cutting it. That's what happened. And I wanted to gut it, and I couldn't because I messed up the measurements. And so I ended up not gutting it, but then just placing my paper over top so I could cover up the scissor markings. But then I found I had this blue border from the workshop, the previous layouts, and I decided to add that blue border as well. So I pretty much completely wasted that pixelated paper on accident, and the blue was just kind of a spur of the moment addition. It was in kind of my scraps in my pile, and I just decided to use it. So the circles that I have down there are from the Scrapbooking workshop. Those are a couple of the punch out dies that come with it. They are exclusive to the Scrapbooking workshop. They don't come with the paper and sticker sheets. But I decided to use those for this layout as well. I liked how that big sticker kind of title fit perfectly on that postage frame there. So I did end up using that postage frame kind of as a base, I guess, for my title. And then I'm just kind of playing around with these stickers that I have left over. Like I said, I did not complete all 3 projects, but a lot of times if you do, you have quite a bit left over on the sticker sheet and some dies as well, if I remember correctly. So this scrapbooking workshop came with a few acrylic pieces as well. That is the embellishment with this collection. You can purchase those separately, so you can see those at the top right. I think I might include a couple of those on this layout. But you can see I'm kind of just using the circles and the hearts for my clusters. If you're wondering, this was my husband's birthday. We had dinner out on the front porch and the boys cuddled up with him, and I just loved the picture. And so it is birthday, but it doesn't scream birthday, I guess. But I love this, and I might journal somewhere right on the layout. I think there's a couple of great places, maybe right under the photo or under the bottom strips in that little white space down there. So once I kind of finish off with some kind of phrase stickers in each of the clusters, I am going to kind of go into the acrylic pieces here and see what I can use. I think I end up just using some of like well, I'll call it confetti. It's blue, and I don't know, I just wanted to include something else. The acrylic pieces bring in another element, and so I did just scatter a couple of those throughout the clusters using my tacky glue. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. I think this collection is beautiful and such a fun birthday collection, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.